Hey Naturally Glam fam, it's your girl Jana. And this video, I'm just really coming to sort of have just a conversation with you guys. And the topic is the great co-wash debate. To co-wash or not to co-wash? This question is constantly coming up. I always see it on social media, on YouTube. I'm constantly having this conversation with hairstylists and cosmetologists. Do you co-wash? Do you not co-wash? Shampoo, not shampoo? So I just kind of wanted to bring it here to YouTube, talk to you guys about the things I've personally seen and heard, what I've heard from licensed professionals. And then, of course, at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you and your hair. But I'm always interested to hear what you guys think about any topics I bring up here. So definitely leave your comments below if you have additional, comments, questions that you want to present with this topic of co-washing. First, I just want to clarify there's co-wash, just like a product, and then there's co-washing, which is the act of co-washing, right? So you have co-washing, which is using a conditioner or a co-wash to cleanse the hair. And you have a co-wash, which is a product that is designed or formulated to cleanse the hair, a conditioner that's designed to have cleansing and clarifying properties, right? So a lot of times those terms get used interchangeably, and I think a lot of times people are maybe saying the same thing, but they're saying it differently, and so that is a part of why it becomes like this big confusing debate. I think back in the day when I was a kid, and I remember the Pert commercials. Telling my age a little bit, there was Pert, which was like a two-in-one shampoo and conditioner. It was in one bottle, and that's what people use. Now, granted, they weren't African Americans. They didn't have kinky hair. That was sort of the Caucasian product, right? And so it was something that seemed to be more effective for someone with straight hair who was going to be washing their hair daily. For most African Americans, or black people, or people with kinky hair, however you want to call it, they're not washing their hair on a daily basis. So, um, that necessarily using a conditioner or being worried about constant shampooing that would dry out the hair wasn't really that much of a concern. So, that's my first, thought when I think of where co-washing or the concept of it sort of originated. And then you have the curly girl method, which was a book by Lorena Massey, who also has the Diva Curl product line. I think that's where most here in the natural hair community even heard of the concept of conditioner washing. And her philosophy was that shampoos have harsh sulfates in them and that they're too harsh for hair. You don't need that sulfate based cleanser to cleanse the hair. You can use a conditioner and do the same thing, and it doesn't dry out the hair. Now, with that in mind, Diva Curl does have a cleansing product in their product line. So I don't think her thought was that you don't have to clean your hair. It was that you need to use a sulfate shampoo, which at the time most, if not all, shampoos had sulfates. Well, now, with the natural hair community, and I'm sure other factors too, you have so many shampoos that are sulfate free. So, does that eliminate the need to conditioner wash? Because now you have gentler shampoos, they don't have sulfates in them, they aren't extremely stripping. And so, do you really need to refrain from using shampoo? Is that the answer? Now, when I talk to a lot of cosmetologists, of course, they're basing their statements on their professional opinion based on the education and training they've received on hair and hair care. So they are a reliable source. And their concern or question is just eliminating cleansing at, for the at all. You know, they are not going to recommend that you do not cleanse your hair, and for good reason. And so I think that's why a lot of pushback is given by stylists and cosmetologists, because they are not understanding this whole concept of using a conditioner, which is designed to leave behind stuff on your hair to remove stuff from your hair. And I totally understand that. How I how it makes sense to me is that you can have a moisturizing shampoo, so why can't you have a cleansing conditioner? It's all about how the product is formulated. Or is it that that's all just a bunch of marketing mumbo jumbo, that co-washes really do not cleanse the hair, and that moisturizing shampoos really don't moisturize the hair? They're just gentler shampoos, so they remove less of the oils from your hair. Like, is that really what's going on? I don't know. Hence the co-wash debate, right? So my personal experience is that I find it only effective to use co-wash in between cleansing. I use a sulfate-free shampoo. I have used apple cider vinegar, diluted, extremely diluted apple cider vinegar in between shampoos, but once a week I am putting a shampoo on my scalp and I'm cleansing my scalp. Now, for someone who maybe doesn't have the oil buildup that I personally have, or for someone with a looser curl pattern where the oil is easily travels down their hair shaft a little easier than someone with the kinkier, tighter coils than I have, then maybe they don't need to shampoo. Maybe co-washing is effective for them. But I can't say that I would thumb up never ever using anything to cleanse your hair. Like I said, a lot of naturals have come across the concept based on the Curly Girl method, and even with the Curly Girl method, she had a cleansing product. So a lot of people are just taking the idea and the concept that she had, and they aren't applying it 100%, and they're just using whatever conditioner, and they just heard co-washing and they sort of ran with it. And then they're wondering why they're having scalp issues, why their scalp is itchy, why their scalp is white, why their hair is limp, why they can't hold styles, etc. And it's simply because they probably have buildup on their hair that they need to remove. And the only thing that's going to remove it is something that's designed to cleanse, probably a shampoo. And so, if something's not working for you, then you gotta reevaluate it. There's no rules really in natural hair. I mean, there's a few rules, sorta, but for the most part, it's sort of like you do what you feel like works for you. And if co-washing works for somebody, then that's great. But don't let the fact that it works for them mean for you that it's something wrong with you if it doesn't work for you. It may not work. It may not be for everybody. And there's no rule that you gotta co-wash and that you can't shampoo. And I've heard that said so many times. And I think that's why a lot of licensed professionals get upset, because they have clients coming to them saying, well, the YouTube person said you can't shampoo, or you're not supposed to shampoo your hair if you're natural, or they said you have to co-wash. And of course, that is driving the professionals crazy, because first of all, it's a foreign concept, not shampooing. Like, where in the world are they getting that from? And then it's like, here, clearly you have somebody, this is not working for you, but you're going to do it anyway because somebody on YouTube that you have no idea if they have any sort of professional background or not is telling you that you can't do it. And so that is also part of the co-washing debate. But I just wanted to bring it up. Like I said, I have my own ideology about co-washing. I think it's okay to do it in between cleansing. And most of the, if not all of the professionals that I have presented this topic to, and I have, even though they were saying they didn't like the idea of co-washing, once we talked more, they didn't have a problem with co-washing, but they had a problem with not shampooing. That is their main beef with it. And I agree, for me personally, and I think for a lot of people, they will probably find that their hair does better if they did incorporate shampoo on a regular basis. And that's what I think a lot of those professionals who they say, what is this co-washing thing? And they fight so hard about it, is because people are not shampooing. And I think coupled with a regular shampoo or cleansing routine, co-washing in between, especially for somebody who works out on a regular basis, you know, that can be something that you can incorporate into your regimen, but maybe not totally eliminate a cleanser or shampoo, sulfate free preferably, from your entire hair care regimen. So, anyways, I just wanted to bring up the co-wash debate, share those points with you guys, and I can't wait to hear and read about what you guys' thoughts are on this whole co-washing debate. All right, talk to you guys later.